Alright, so today I'm going to talk about a disease that I like to call debt. I wanted to start off by sharing this quote from Dave Ramsey with you. He says, "A budget is telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went." You see, I used to have this problem, not knowing where my money went, but my parents taught me to be financially responsible. Now I am debt-free. I have a 401k, and I have a significant amount of money put aside in my savings for a rainy day. I need you all to understand, since we live in a nation that's drowning in debt and is so driven by consumerism, how important it is that we manage our money efficiently and we let go of the standards that society tries to hold us to. I wanted to start off by sharing this number from Statistica with you. It's $26.73 trillion. That's the amount of consumer debt that our country has racked up as a whole. Now, many people may wonder, how did we manage to do this? It's ridiculously large. And a lot of people get loans for fancy houses and nice cars that they can't afford. The average amount of money for a car loan nowadays is $30 grand. People don't need to be spending that much money on cars. But we all do it anyway. Why, you may ask? It's because we're trying to impress people. We're trying to impress our colleagues, our friends, our family. And because society has predispositioned us to. I have a number from Experian as well. This is $90 billion. This is how much we've racked up in just credit card debt alone. And I want you to think about this for a second. Is there anything that you have bought in the last month that truly made a big difference in your life? The answer is probably not. Because we get this instant gratification when we spend our money on new shoes or new clothes. All these frivolous items that we don't need. And we're digging ourselves a hole. But there's a simple solution to all of this. Dave Ramsey says it best, I think. He says, don't buy things that you can't afford with money that you don't have to impress people that you don't even like. Which, I'm pretty sure we're all guilty of this, but it's affecting our lives. 50% of Americans have less than 1 month's income saved for an emergency. This is ridiculous because we never know when life is going to throw us a curveball. You don't know what's going to happen. Anything could happen. Life isn't perfect. You could end up like this guy on the street if you don't create a budget and try to at least stick to it. I want you guys to ask yourselves, are you spending more money on Dutch Bros and fancy clothes than you should be? A statistic provided by Acorn says that we spend, as Americans, about $100 on coffee every month. And I know that $5 Starbucks doesn't seem like a lot, but it starts to add up, and it gets to a ridiculous number. So I want you all to imagine knowing that you could afford to tackle anything that life threw at you without digging yourself into a giant hole of debt. I want you to calculate what you're spending and what you're spending it on. I realized that I needed to make a change when I came to the conclusion I was spending more money on Starbucks than I was saving every month. I want you to imagine what it would be like to be free from the chains of debt. Psych Today actually conducted a study that said people who were confident in their financial security are less stressed out. I want you all to take control of your financial lives. And you can start by putting a small portion of your paycheck into your savings each month. You could create a loose budget for yourself. You could download Personal Capital, and it tracks all of your assets and your expenses. And I want you to start thinking about retirement sooner rather than later. Most companies do offer 401k plans. My minimum wage job at Chipotle does, and I've already opened one. I also wanted to show you just what personal capital will do for you. It tracks your net worth over here, and it also has this nice budgeting portion, which it will show you everything that you spend and what you're spending it on every month. I want you all to take control of your financial decisions. I need you to remember that failing to plan is planning to fail, and that it's never too early to start preparing for your financial future. Thank you.